So Priyanka, have you watched the previous lecture? Priyanka, have you?
Just hop or I listen.
Which lecture means all the lectures are have you watched or not means
Previous one only, sir.
yes,
Previous one.
yesterday lecture have you watched?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So means yesterday I had given one problem, draw a signal that is x of t is equals to u sine t. So have you solved this unit impulse signal? Any doubt means have you understood these signals u of t, step signals and all? If you not studied you can tell. If you if you have studied then it's also fine. If you haven't studied you can tell me. Priyanka,
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
have you studied or not means these things have you understood or not?
Little bit, little
So
bit.
what kind of a problem you are facing? That's why I'm saying na live classes will be a very attractive. So
Yeah, yes, sir.
what the problems you are getting? Okay, leave that. See, basically yesterday I told tell about the signal, that is I will quick revisions. Just I will do the quick revisions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See, so there is a unit impulse signal. Unit impulse signals can be represented like this: minus e by 2 to plus e by 2, and the magnitude is 1 by e, where e is tends to 0. So that means if it is 0, so the signal will become like this. Okay, this will be get compressed, this will get compressed, and it will be 0. Then this magnitude, this overall magnitude will become infinite. So delta. So delta t, this is your delta t signal. Delta t signal. Okay, this is your delta t signal. Okay, if you find the area of the delta of t, so what will the area you will get? Overall width is e into 1 by e, so area you will get 1. Okay, properties of a impulse signals. If even if you will do the scaling, delta of t is equals to delta of minus t. Delta of t is neither energy nor power signal. Okay, unit impulse signal will give you the strength of the area. Y of t, suppose a naught delta t, so area will be a naught. Like area of a y of t minus infinite to infinite y of t into dt, and if you are putting the y of t value as a naught delta t, the whole integrations will be a naught only, because the integration of minus infinite to infinite delta of t, that is your unit impulse signal, you will get only a naught of t. Okay, weight of the impulse signal you will get. Even if you will integrate the delta impulse signal, you will get the step signal. If you will integrate the impulse signal, you will get a step signal. A step signal means it will start from 0 and it will go up to infinite, and a constant value you will get, whatever the constant value. So here it is 1, so 1 we are getting. Okay, if a naught delta t is there, and if you will integrate this minus infinite to delta minus infinite a delta t into dt from minus infinite to t, you will get a naught u of t. So a naught constant value you will get. Okay, importance of the weight of the impulse signal is it represent the area of impulse. It represent height of the step signal found by time integrations. Okay, suppose you have x of t is equals to minus 2 delta t plus 3 plus 4 delta t plus 1 plus 7 delta t. What is the meaning of this? This meanings, this says that you have at t plus 3 means at minus 3 the value is minus 2. T plus 1 means at minus 1 the value is 4. At and t means delta t means nothing is there, at 0 we have a value as a 7. Okay, so even means in if you will go for the scaling property, so delta a t plus t1, where a is not equal to 0, it can be written like 1 by mod of a delta t minus t1. All complete a we can take it outside. Okay, in this function, like here in this particular example we did y of t is equals to delta minus 2t plus 3, so minus 2 we took the common, so what will get t minus 3 by 2. So t minus 3 by 2 means, and this minus 2 will come outside according to formula 1 by mod a. So 1 by mod of minus 2 we are getting the area is 1 by 2. So delta t minus 3 by 2, the area is 1 by 2. This is not a magnitude, this is the area. Okay, always remember this is the area. Where you will get the area, that is 1 by 2 at t is equals to 3 by 2. At 3 by 2 you will get particular area 1 by 2. Similarly, delta t minus t1 you can represent, so x of t is multiplied with delta t minus t1, so this can be written as x of t1 into delta t minus t1. So instead of t you can directly put the value of a t1. For example, y of t is given as 2t square dot delta t minus 3. So instead of a t we'll put t is equals to 3, so we'll get 2 into 3 the whole square into delta t minus 3, so we are getting overall 18. So area 18 will be where at t is equals to 3, so 3 you are getting, yeah, 18. So suppose you have an example, y of t is equals to e power minus 4t delta 2t minus 1, so delta 2t minus 1. Okay, you have to do the scaling. First do the scaling, so you will get 2t minus 1 by 2 and take it outside, 1 by 2 will come. Okay, now you have to put the value of a t, so t value we have 1 by 2, substitute here and you will get e power minus 2 divided by 2 delta t minus 1 by 2. So at 1 by 2 value you are getting e power minus 2 by, so at 1 by 2 value you are getting a particular area, that is e power minus 2 divided by 2. Okay, it can be used in the integration function. If you have a x of t into delta t minus t1, integration of minus infinite to infinite, so the value will be only x of t1, nothing else. Suppose you have an example, minus infinite to infinite 2t plus 3 into delta t minus 5, so you have to substitute t value as a 5 in this particular, so you will get 2 into 5 plus 3, so 10 plus 3 13 into delta t minus 3, and minus infinite, from minus infinite to infinite 13 is lying. Okay, 13 is lying means this 3 is lying, this 3 t minus 3, so plus 3 is lying. Okay, it is within the range, so our value will be 13. Okay, now there is a another concept, minus infinite to infinite x of t into differentiation of a n degree into delta t minus t1 into d to the power t to the power n, means we are doing a particular differentiation, number of a differentiation. So suppose you have a function minus infinite to infinite x of t dn delta t minus t1 divided by d to the power n. So the formula will be, how many differentiation we are doing, we have to take minus 1 to the power that much differentiation, and we have to differentiate that much time to x of t. For example, you have the x of t value is e power minus 2t, here they are differentiating at 2 times, that means minus 1 the whole square, and you have to differentiate it 2 times. In the first differentiation, d e power minus 2t divided by dt, what you will get minus 2t into minus 2. Another time you need to differentiate the whole function d divided by dt, so what you will get 4 e power minus 2t. Okay, 2 time differentiation, after 2 time differentiation, because here 2 time differentiation is there, so that's why we are doing 2 time differentiation. After getting the 2 times differentiation, you will get a simple functions like this, means 4 e power minus 2t into delta t minus 3. This is your simple function, minus infinite to infinite. Now put the value t minus 3, t is equals to 3 in this, so you will get 4 e power minus 6, 4 e power minus 6, it will come outside. Similarly, minus 5 to 2, they had given a particular finite limit, minus 5 to 2 delta t minus 4, what will be the value? So see, our limit ranges from minus 5 to 2, minus 5 to 2, minus 5 to 2, and the impulse function they are saying at t is equals to 4, so we are in this limit, we are not going up to 4, so there the limit, the answer will be 0. If it was minus 5 to 6, minus 5 to plus 6 or 7 or infinite, then the answer could be 1. Okay, now if minus 5 to 6 delta t minus 4, so answer we are getting as a 1, because the area of a delta t minus infinite to infinite delta t area is 1 only. This is the property. 1 means at 0 we are having the 1. Okay, and if it is delta t minus 4 like this, minus infinite to infinite, so at 4 we having 1 value. Okay, this is area, this is not a magnitude, always remember. Okay, magnitude will be infinite, area is defined in the impulse function. So like this question, minus 4 to 3, minus 4 to 3. How you will solve this? Minus 4, so 2t minus 4. So you have to do the scaling first. Take 2 common, t minus 4 by 2. Okay, this is delta function. So 2 will come outside, so 1 by mod 2 delta t minus 2. So you are getting 1 by 2 delta t minus 2. Now put the value of a t is equals to 2 in this. So you will get 1 plus e power 2 into 2. So 1 plus e power 4 by 2, okay, into delta t minus 2, and you are getting some particular integration to minus 4 to 3, and this is in the range. This is the area. At what particular point we are getting this area? At t is equals to 2. So this is in the range, so we are getting the value, so that the same value will come 1 by 2, 1 plus e power 4. What is the meaning of a doublet function? Doublet function is nothing but it is the differentiation of impulse function. Doublet function is nothing but it is the differentiation of impulse function. Impulse functions we can represent like this, means here the e value is 0. When we will differentiate this function, we will get what? Or it is nothing, the same curve. You're at the starting only, I said you impulse functions look like this, minus e by 2 to e by 2. Okay, and the step function, if you want to, and this value is 1 by e, if you want to describe this diagram with the help of a unit step function, so u of t is, how can we write u of t will be particularly like this. Okay, and what will be the u of t minus e by 2, t minus e by 2, u of t minus e by 2, how it will be look like? It will look like this from e by 2, and suppose we are taking a magnitude of 1 by e, so this is 1 by e. And if I am taking another signal u of t plus e by 2, t plus e by 2 means the signal will start from here, from this is e minus e by 2, this is e plus e by 2. Okay, and this is e minus e by 2. So e minus e by 2 means signal will start from e by 2. Then you have to do a subtraction. So if you will do the subtraction at e by 2, after e by 2 all value will get subtracted and it will give you 0 result. So you will get the signal like this, 1 by e minus e by 2 to e by 2. So that means what? We can directly write 1 by e as a common, u of t plus e by 2 minus u of t minus e by 2. So this is the representation of your impulse function only. Okay, this is the representation of the impulse function only. I am differentiating this function. When I will do the differentiation, the differentiation of a u of t will give you impulse function. Okay, differentiation of a step functions is an impulse function. So after differentiating, I am getting 1 by e delta t plus e by 2. Same thing, but delta will come minus delta t minus e by 2. So what is the meaning of this? This means at e by 2, at minus e by 2, I am getting 1 by e. At minus e by 2, I am getting minus 1. This is minus 1 value, minus 1 by e value. So this is my doublet function. This is my doublet functions. Okay, after that I discussed the unit step functions, that is u of t. So u of t is a simply representations like this. Okay, I already told you in the class what is u of t, and the power u of t is a power signal. The power of a u of t is 1 by e, the RMS value is 1 by root 2, and the average value is 1 by 2. Okay, so these things I had discussed yesterday. So this was the little bit revisions for you. Okay, now we can go for uh, like you need to, I had given a one question, draw a signal x of t where x of t is u of sine t. What is the meaning of if you want to draw the sine curve, how the sine curve will look like? Sine curve will look like this, right? Sine curve will look like this.
Yes, sir.
And this is your sine t function. What is the meaning? Means when you will get see what is u of t? U of t is nothing but this. Whenever the t value is positive, you are getting the step functions. When it is negative, the value is 0, right? U of t means what? U of t means u, see, u of t means what? At t is equals to 0, at t is equals to 0, u of 0 value is actually 1 by 2. This is a discontinuous function, but u of 0 plus value is 1. Okay, u of 0 minus value is 0, but u of 0 value is 1 by 2, and after u of 0 plus all values are 1, means whatever the magnitude is standing before u of t, means u of t is true for only positive value, correct? When you will go in the negative directions, the value is 0. Understood? The value is 0. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
So where we are having a positive value, this is our function, this is our function. So where we having the positive value, where we having the positive value, in this is my positive value. So whenever I will put the positive value 1 2 3 anything, I will get a constant, that is 1 is standing here, means from this part to this part I have a positive value. That means I will get like this dabba box. Now this is a negative value, this is a negative value. When I will substitute a negative value, means when sin t will be negative, that means it will be 0, it will be 0. Then it's positive again, again negative, 0, again positive, again negative. In the same, in this case also, 0, positive, 0, positive, 0, positive. So I hope you understood how I made this curve. So this is the representation of u of sin t. Understood or not? Priyanka, understood or not? If it is not clear, just tell me. Priyanka, understood?
Yes, sir.
See, whenever the positive value will be there, we'll get the impulse, we'll get the step function. Whenever it will be negative, we'll not get the step functions. Okay. Now if you will see, what I told you about, when you integrate the delta function, when you integrate the delta of t from minus infinite to t into dt, what you are getting? U of t. Similarly, when if you integrate u of t, if you integrate u of t from minus infinite to t into dt, you will get r of t. This is known as ramp signal. Ramp signal. Okay. What is the ramp signal? Ramp signal is nothing but slope. Like this. Okay. The slope here is 1. 1 is standing here. This is your ramp signal, r of t. T. Now okay, we discuss two signals. Till now we discuss unit impulse signal, unit impulse signal, then second is unit step signal, then again in this only we discuss the doublet signal in this okay, in this small part. And third one is we are going to study the ramp signal. Okay. So ramp signal. Okay. So we can say unit ramp signal. Okay. So write unit ramp signal. This is your unit ramp signal. So what is ramp signal? It's denoted by r of t. From minus infinite to t, we are integrating u of tau into d tau. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? U of tau, you can write u of t also, it's up to you. And what is the meaning of this? It's 0 when t is lesser than 0, and it's t when t is greater than 0. So what is the meaning? So this is my t functions, this is my r of t. So if t is lesser than 0, these functions are 0, these are 0. When t is greater than 0, it's following t. So suppose this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So at 0 it will be 0, at 1 it will be 1, at 2 it will be 2, at 3 it will be 3. So it's like that, it's following. So we are getting a straight line like this, we can say it's t. So t is nothing but it's the line is nothing but empty only, because c value is, line of intersection is 0, c is equals to 0, y is equals to mx plus c, and the line of intersection here is 0. So this is 0. So we are getting, and y is what? R of t, and m is, slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, 1. So slope is 1 only, and the x value is t. So we are getting this. Understood? This is the ramp signal, and ramp signal can also be represented like this. R of t can also be represented like the tu of t. Tu of t. Now write the fourth signal, unit parabolic signal. Unit parabolic signal, that is p of t, unit parabolic signal. So what is the meaning of a unit parabolic signal? P of t is nothing but, it is the integration of minus infinite to t. It is the integration of a ramp signal, r of tau into d tau. Okay, it will be 0 when t is lesser than 0, and it will be t square by 2 when t is greater than 0. Okay, this signal can also be represented like this, t square by 2 u of t. This is your u of t. This signal can also be represented like this. So how the parabolic will look like? How the parabolic signal will look like? This is p of t. So it will look like this. I hope you know the y is equals to, y square is equals to 4ax curve. It's a parabolic curve. How your parabolic look like? Y square is equals to 4ax. Y square is equals to 4ax. So this is my y, this is my x. So x value will always be positive. This curve is look like this. And what about x square is equals to 4ay? So y value will always be positive. So this curve will look like this. Okay. But in parabolic unit parabolic signal, this part is missing, because in this we have a step function, and we know that the step functions in a negative will give you 0 result. Negative, I want to say that negative means this function. If this is coming negative like -1, -2, then it will give you result. Your result will be positive. Okay. Okay, so all value you are substituting -1. But suppose in this curve, here why in this part you are not getting 0? Because this is the function, this is sin t functions. So sin t functions means It's a positive value, so this will also a positive value. So at positive value you will get the positive uh, graph like this. Negative value, this is the negative value, this result is negative, so negative is coming inside, so that's why it's coming 0. So this is a unit parabolic signal. Okay, unit parabolic signal. Like I'm giving you one particular question, maybe I don't know will you able to solve it or not. So question is a very simple question. X of t is equals to 2r of t plus 4 r of t minus 2 minus 2 p of t minus 4 plus 4 p t minus 8. You need to find the value of x of t at t is equals to 6. So what will be the results of this at x is equals to t is equals to 6? First convert all in the form of r of t, we know that t u of t. Okay, p of t, we know that t square by 2 u of t. Okay, so we need to convert all this in this form. So 2 t u of t will come plus 4 r of t is this, r of t minus 2, so t minus 2 into u of t minus 2 will come. Okay, minus 2 t minus 4, so t minus 4 the whole square by 2 into u of t minus 4 will come, plus p, again p, 4 into t minus 8 the whole square by 2 into u of t minus 8 will come. Now put the value of a t is equals to 6. So what you will get? 12 u6 means positive value. So that is correct. Plus 4 t means 6 minus 2. Okay. And u of 6 minus 2. This is also positive value, means that value will become minus 2. 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 the 2 square will be 4 by 2. Okay, and 6 minus 4, okay, positive only, u of 2 plus 4 by 2. 6 minus 8, negative value we are getting. 6 minus 8, negative का whole square will positive, so 4 will get. 6 minus 8 is minus 2. But here see, 6 minus 8, minus 2 we are getting, means, and u of negative value is not defined, means we know that when the step function here negative will come in this functions, so it will be 0. So this particular will be 0. Here it will become 1. Here also it will become 1. Here also it will become 1 only. So what is the answer you will get? 12 plus 4 for the 16 minus 4, that's it. So this is nothing but 12 plus 12, that is 24. So answer will be 24. Priyanka, understood?
Once again, sir.
See, basic things you need to remember. Okay, need to remember. When u of positive, it will be 1, means whatever the a, if a is there, then a will come, whatever the value. If minus a is there, then minus a will come. If whatever the value, its coefficient is there, that value will come. Suppose if u of step function is negative, that means it's 0, this value becoming 0. Okay, r of t is nothing but, that is your ramp signal. It is nothing but, we can write r of t is t u of t. Okay, and p of t is your parabolic signal. parabolic signal. This can be written as t square by 2 u of t. Okay, whenever the t is positive, then only you will get these things. Okay, so in this particular question, it was written 2r of t plus 4r of t minus 2 minus 2p of t minus 4 plus 4p of t minus 8. Okay, this is x of t, and we need to find at t is equals to mean what is the value at t is equals to 6. First you need to convert all the functions, or yeah, first you need to confirm all the functions in this form. So if you'll convert this function in this form, so r of t means t u of t. So 2 is the coefficient, so it doesn't means this 2 will be there. T u of t I am writing. 4. This is now it's z. Assume z. So like r of t was t u of t. So r of z means z u of z. Okay. So if I am assuming z, r of z, so z u of z. So z u of z, like see, r of t minus 2, we can write r of z, that will be z u of z. Put the value of a z. So z is t minus 2 to u of t minus 2. Okay, so r of t minus 2, so we can write t minus 2 into u of t minus 2. Similarly, this if I am assuming m, so p of t is t square by 2, so m square by 2 means minus 2 into t minus 4 square by 2 into u of t minus 2 plus 4 t minus 8 square by 2 into u of t minus 8. Now where you will get the positive value? At t is equals to 6. So at t is equals to 6, it is positive. T is equals to 6, you have to check u term only. Positive. At t is equals to 6 minus 2 is positive. T is equals to 6 minus, this is negative. We are getting a negative. That means this value is 0. This value is 1. This value is again 1. This value is again 1. So you are getting, put the value of a t is equals to 6 here. 12 plus 4 into 6 minus 2, 4 plus minus 2 into 6 minus 4, that is 2 the whole square. 2 to 2 divided by 2. So you are getting 12 plus 16 minus 4. So 16 minus 4 is 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. Understood or not? Priyanka? Understood or not?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Clear. Okay. So this is the unit parabolic signal. So there is a one kind of a signal, we call that signal as a signum function. Signum function. Signum function. So signum function is signum of t. We represent signum function as sgn of t. What is the meaning of a signum function? It's look like this. Signum of t. So from 0 to infinite it will be positive, and from 0 to minus infinite it will be negative. Whatever the, if a is there then it will be a, if a is there then it will be a this side, RHS side, and left hand side you will get minus a. This is the signum function. How we can write the signum function? If you want to write the signum function, so first write the signum function. This is a power signal. Okay, power of the signum function is 1, RMS value is 1, and average value is 0, because this is negative, this is positive, so both will add it and it will give you 0 only. And power, I told you about the formula of a power and RMS, so you will get like this. Okay, now how you can represent the signum function? let draw one u of t. So u of t is like this. If I want to make this u of t, this whole thing, this side, u of t, this is my t, this whole thing's this side. So what I will do? I will do scaling u of minus t. So how u of minus t means all value, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So all value will become minus, 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 minus. So my curve is getting like this. Okay. So at -1, -2, -3, -4. So substitute the value -1. So if you will substitute u of minus t, u of minus at -1. So overall is positive only. So that's why, see, this value is coming positive. So we'll get the result. Okay. Okay. So our curve is becoming like this. Now if I will do amplitude scaling, means I will multiply it with -1. So this part will come down. So after multiplying this as a -1. Okay. So this is minus u of minus t. Now you have a signal 2 and you have a signal 1. If you add this signal 1 and 2, 1 plus 2, you will get the curve like this. This is your signum function only. Signum function only means signum of t can be written as u of t minus u of minus t. This is the signum function. So this is the signum function. Okay. And you can write one way also. One way is also there. I will tell you. You have u of t, right? U of t is this. You have u of minus t. It is this. If you add this particular signal, you will get a DC value like this. Means u of t plus u of minus t, you will get one value. What is the, from here you can find the u of minus t. What will be u of minus t? 1 minus u of t. 1 minus u of t. Substitute this u of minus t in this. So you will get u of t minus u of minus t. What you get? 1 minus u of t. After solving this, you will get 2u of t minus 1. Signum function. Signum of t. So this signum of t can be written as 2u of t minus 1 or u of t minus u of minus t. So this is the process to write the signum function. Okay. And yeah, we got this signum function. Signum of t, we got 2u of t minus 1. So what, from here also we can find the u of t value. So u of t is signum of t plus 1 divided by 2. So this may be one important result. It's up to you how you want to find the signals. So all up to you. Like there is a one question, and the question is you need to draw waveform of x of t, and the value of x of t is given as signum t square minus 3t plus 2. T square minus 3t plus 2. So first you need to find this equation. Okay. T square minus 3t plus 2. Do the midterm factorization. What the value you will get? T minus 1 into t minus 2 equals to 0. Means at t is equals to 1 and at t is equals to 2, you are getting this as a 0. And yeah, so you are getting this function as a 0 at 1 and 2.
0, sir.
Yeah, you are getting a 1 at 1 or 2. This function will be 0. This is the root of the equation t square minus 3t plus 2. I am not talking about the signum function. I am just talking about the t square minus 3t plus 2.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Two values we got.
Huh.
Two roots.
So, yeah. Okay. So what will be how our equations will look like? Means for t greater than 2 at signum 0, what I want to tell you, what is the normal signum curve? What is the normal signum curve? If I am writing t only, the normal signum curve is like this: positive, negative, right? Means if the value is 0, it's look like this. So at 0 means like at 0 plus what value you are getting? Suppose this is signum only. 0 plus what you are getting? 1. And 0 minus what you are getting? What you are getting? 0 minus. At 0 minus what you are getting? Minus 1.
Minus.
So what is the value at 0? Signum 0?
Vertical axis.
0 plus what is means you need to find the signum of 0. Signum of 0. So this will be signum of 0 plus average value of signum of 0 minus divided by 2. So signum of 0 plus is 1 and signum of 0 minus is minus 1 divided by 2. You are getting 0. So it's look like that vertical axis, but the value is 0 only. Okay. It's look like 0. At 0 plus we have a 1 value, at 0 minus we have a minus 1 value. We are doing the average 0 plus 0 minus divided by 2. So 1 minus 0 by 2, like we did in step function. At u of 0 plus we have 1 value, at u of 0 minus we have a 0 value divided by 2. So 1 by 2. It's look like here it is 1, it is not 1 at 0. So u of 0 is never 1. U of 0 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2. It's look like 1, but it's not. Here it's look like a vertical axis, the value, but the value of a signum 0 is 0. When the value will be greater than 0, when the value will be greater than 0, it will follow its coefficient. Right? It will follow its coefficient. Now we have a two roots. Like I'm writing here as a t is equals to 1 and t is equals to 2. Right? T is equals to 1 and t is equals to 2. So yeah, we have two roots. So in between this 1 and 2 roots, our value will be negative. And when you have t is lesser than 1, it is positive. And when you have t greater than 2, it is positive. So the curve will be look like this. And why so? You can put the value and check it. If you will put t is equals to 0, what value you will get? Signum 2 you will get. if you will put t is equals to 0. So signum 2 means this is a positive value. So in positive, what happened? It's following its magnitude. So it's following its magnitude. Magnitude is 1 only. This coefficient is 1 only. Okay. So whatever the value is lesser than 1, whatever the value you will put lesser than 1, you will get the positive value only. Like substitute minus 5 square minus 3 into minus 5 plus 2, so all the value will be positive only. And if the value is in between, means if you are putting the value greater than 1, so this value will come negative. Like do 1.1 the whole square minus 3 into 1.1 plus 2. So 1.1 the whole square is 1.21 minus 3.3 plus 2. So what you will get? 2.21 minus 3.3. So this value is negative. And when we know that in a signum function, when the value will be negative, when the value is negative, means this t is, you are getting minus. So when the value, this function is negative, I am talking about the functions. Always remember, I am talking about the internal part. When this internal part is negative, you are getting the minus. Okay. So we are getting minus. You can check with 2 also. If the value is greater than 2, like 3 the whole square minus 6 plus 2. So you will always get the positive value. But when the value is lesser than 2, like 1.9, substitute 1.9, the whole square minus 3 into 1.9 plus 2, you will get negative value. So in this particular equations, when you will get the negative value, the value between 1 and 2, means in between 1 and 2, this will come negative. And if the value is lesser than 1, this will come positive, and if the value is greater than 2, so it will come positive. So I am drawing like this. Understood, Priyanka?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was the concept of signum functions. Now write the next function, that is your important function is rectangular function. Rectangular function, we call it as rect function. Rect function. So how it is denoted? X of t, that is your rect function, it's denoted by a rect t by tau. A rect t by tau. So this is the notation. Okay. And the signal is look like this. Tau. Tau means minus tau by 2 to plus tau by 2, some time period. So from here to here, the length is tau only. Tau by 2, minus of minus, it will be plus only, so tau will come. Okay. And yeah. This is your A. This particular is your A. Like if I am giving you one example, x of t is 4 rect t by 8. So how will my figure look like? 8 means from minus 4 to plus 4. Minus 4 to plus 4. And what is this value? This is your A. So this is 4. Right. This is the example of rect function. This is the example of rect function. Okay, suppose I am giving you one question. Like you have a question. This is your y of t. This is 5, 2, 6. This is t. And suppose you have x of t, that is -2 to 2. Duration is 4. And this value, x of t value, is given as 5 rect t by 4. This value must be 5. Okay, so from here we can say 5 rect t by 2. This is tau by 2. This is tau by 2. Okay, so tau by 2 means, what is the value of a tau? If tau by 2, this is minus tau by 2. So minus tau by 2 is -2. So tau value is 4. So tau value is 4. No, this is the durations, that 4. Okay. Yeah. Now can you tell me how can we represent y of t in terms of x of t? Y of t in terms of x of t?
Laplace.
Not Laplace, yaar. Shifting. They did the shifting, na? Here also, this is 6. So the duration is 4. Here also the duration is 4. So how many shiftings are there? X of t, how much shifted they did? So when -2 will become 2? When -2 will become 2? When we will add? When we will add? How much? 4. When 2 will become 6? When we will add 4? Then only na this particular graph is shifting towards the right side. And if we are doing the right side shifting, means we are doing advancing or delaying? We are doing advancing or delaying? Delaying. So this curve is what? This curve is 5 rect t by 4. So this curve is what? It is 5 rect t minus 4 by 4. Delaying. That's why all signals are getting added. Means all the time domains will get added. It's very simple. Don't need to confuse. Your x of t signal look like this. -2 to +2. This is 5. So in a rectangular, how can we write it? X of t is a. A is 5. So 5 rect t by tau. So tau is the width value. So width is 4 only. 4. Okay, I hope you remember time shifting and scaling. Okay, so if this is like, if this is some curve 2 is there, this is x of t, this is t, so x of t minus 2 will be advance will happen, means -2 means we need to plus, or directly we can do how you will make it as a t minus 2, how you will make it as t? By adding +2. So 0 will become 2 and 2 plus 2 will become 4. So it's getting 2 plus 4. Remember or forget? Or x of t plus 2 means we need to subtract. Means these things will go backside. Like 2, this is 0. So 0 will become -2 and 2 will become minus 4. It's getting back sides. So these things in the first class itself I told you, scaling concepts and all. So that things only we are using, scaling and shifting. Okay. So we need to make a curve like this, like this. 2 to 6. Value is 5 only. This is my y of t. So y of t, what we are doing? We are doing a shifting. Means how much value in minus 2, how much value in minus 2 we will add so that we will get 2. Minus, I am taking x. So x value is 4. See, 2 plus 4, you will get 6. Means we are adding, we are right shifting. We are right shifting. Right shifting means here if we are adding in the signal, it will get delay. So the signal symbol is like this. So 5 rect t minus 4 by 4. Priyanka, understood or not? Priyanka, have you understood or not? Means we are doing x of t minus 4. Priyanka,
Yes, sir.
understood or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear? Yeah, okay. If it is clear, then it's fine. Yeah, so this was the rectangular function. Now we have another kind of a signal, that is a complex exponential signal. Complex exponential signal. Exponential signal. So this is my complex exponential signal, that is x of t is a naught e power j omega naught t. How we can write? What will be the magnitude? So we can write like this. Take the magnitude and take the angle gj, angle omega naught, angle of x of t, angle of x of t. So this can be written like this. Okay. These signals are power signal. Power of these signals are a naught square. RMS values are a naught only, and the average value you will get 0. These things you need to remember. Like, and mod of x of t will be a naught only. Like I am writing 5 e power j 5t. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? 5 I am taking constant outside. E power j 5t means Euler's theorem, cos 5t plus j sin 5t. So this is coming in a plus ib form. So a plus ib form means 5 cos 5t plus j 5 sin 5t. What is the mod of this a plus ib? You will get root under 5 square cos square 5 square cos square 5t plus 5 square sin square 5t only. So 5 square will come outside. So 5 square root and cos square x plus sin square x will be 1 only. So you will get 5. That's why they had written mod of x of t is a naught only. That's why they had written mod of x of t is a naught only. This particular term. And the angle you will get, this is your angle. Whatever the multiplied with j will be your angle. You can check it. this will be your angle. Like, what is the formula of an angle? Angle is what? Angle is nothing but, I hope you remember, guys. Angle is what? Angle is tan inverse B by tan inverse B by A. Is it correct? So tan inverse B by 8 you will get. So angle will come omega not only, because tan will get cancelled out. You will get sin 5t by cos 5t. So sin 5t cos 5t value will get cancelled out. Will get cancelled out. Sin 5t by cos 5t, it will come tan 5t, and tan inverse tan will get cancelled out. Right or wrong? Right now?
Sir, are you writing anything?
No, I am not writing. Actually, I am connecting my tab. So I'm just asking. So you guys know na that how we are changing the rectangular into polar form. So this this is very, it's not very complicated. It's very easy. Right? Just hold on. Yeah. So what I am telling, you have a 5 cos 5t plus 5j sine 5t. So mod value we got from here as a 5. And what about angle? Angle will be tan inverse b by a. So b is this and a is this. So 5 sine 5t divided by 5 cos 5t. So this 5 will get cancelled out. You will get sin 5t by cos 5t as tan 5t, and tan inverse is there. So this will get cancelled out. So you are getting angle as a 5t only. So that means what? That means if your x of t is a naught e power j omega naught t, so mod value of x of t will be a naught only. Okay, and the angle of x of t will be multiple of j, that is omega naught t. Right?
Yes, sir, yeah, clear.
Clear? Yeah, okay. So this was the complex signal. Okay, this was the complex signal. Now we have another signal that is known as sampling signal. Okay, so have you means in college no one teach the sampling signal, but in the gate examination there are lots of a question you will get. What do you mean by sampling signal? So sampling signal.
Continuous time, continue.
So see, actually sampling signal is denoted by sample of t. Okay, sample of t, like this. So the meaning of this is what? Sin t divided by t. Sin t divided by t. Notation is like this: sampling under in functions will be t sin t divided by t. Okay. So what will be the sampling of 0? Sin 0 value is 0 and t is 0. So 0 by 0 is coming. This is defined? No. We need to do L'Hospital rules. What the L'Hospital rule say? When you will get 0 by 0 function, you have to differentiate numerator with respect to the functions that, and the function is t. So d sine t divided by dt, and here the function is also t. So dt by dt. So what we will get? Sine t, differentiation of a sine t is cos t, and differentiation of a t is 1. Now put the value of t as a limit here is a t is tends to 0. So you will get 1 only. So sampling of 0 is not 0. It will be 1 due to L'Hospital rules. Yeah. And sampling of infinite. So sine infinite divided by infinite. Sine infinite is nothing but it will varies from -1 to 1 to 0. You will get 0. Sine curve is like this. So even if you will go at the infinite only, so it varies from 1 to -1. So that's why I have written the value between -1 to 1, and anything if you divide it by infinite time, you will get 0. Okay. So how the curve will look like? And when the sin t by t will be 0, when your sampling function is 0. If sampling function is 0, that means sin t by t is 0. We need to find the value of at what function we'll get 0. At what function? So sin t is coming 0 at what value? When your t is equals to n pi. So sin and n is an integer. So if n is equals to 1, you will get 0. If n is equals to 2, you will get 0. If n is equals to 3, you will get 0. So how the curve will look like? This is my 0. This is my t. So sampling, I am drawing sampling function. At 0, sampling of 0 is 1. Sampling of 0 is 1. Sin 0 by 0, we are getting 1. So 1 value will get 1. Okay. And when the value will be pi, we will get 0. So 0. We'll get 0. When the value will be minus pi, also we'll get 0. When the value will 2, also will get 0. When 3 will get 0. Means when you are getting like this, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, this is minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, minus 4 pi, the value is getting 0. And I told you, when it will reach to infinite, it will become 0. When it will reach to infinite, means it's getting like this as a 0. When it will reach to infinite, either infinite or minus infinite. So how the signal look like? The signal look like this. Getting decreasing. Right. It's getting decreasing. 0, then 0, then 0, then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, like this. It's getting decreasing, then 0, 0, 0. So this is your sampling function, SA of t. Okay. And minus infinite to infinite, mod of sampling square of t into dt. This is the formula of energy, and the energy will be pi. So sampling signal energy is pi. Okay. Remember these things. We will do when we will know the Fourier transform in a very easy way. But for getting this line equation stuff, So for now, just remember this formula. Energy of the sampling function is pi only. Okay. So this is an energy signal. Energy signal. Sampling function is your energy signal. And how E is equals to pi is coming because we don't know. This is a very difficult equation. To get this equation, this line equations, it's very difficult. So we will study these things in Fourier transform. Well, when we'll study the Fourier transform chapter. Now I have one question, guys. You have a question. See, you need to find the integration from minus infinite to 0. You have sine square 4t divided by t square dt. So what will be the answer of this? This is like this is this is just like your sampling function, but in sampling function we have a minus infinite to infinite, right? And but you know the sine t divided by t is your sampling function, but here 4t is there and here t square is there, so I am doing 16. Let me do it correctly. So what I am doing, minus infinite to 0, I am multiplying 16 upside, 16 downside. Sine square 4t divided by t square. I can write 16 outside, minus infinite to 0, sine square 4t divided by 4t the whole square. Means I am making this 16 as a 4 square, and 4 into t the whole square, it will be like this. So what it's coming, 16 into minus infinite to 0, this is your sine 4t divided by 4t the whole square, okay, into dt, right? And this is nothing but this is minus infinite to 0 sampling 4t the whole square into dt, correct? Okay. Now if I want to make, because the energy formula of the sampling is minus infinite to infinite sampling t whole square into dt. This is the energy formula. Here what is missing? Here what is missing? 0 is there. We need to make it as a infinite. How we can make it as a infinite? Minus infinite to infinite, divide by 2. Okay, divide by 2 means whatever the limit is there, if you are multiplying, if you are making it as a 2 multiples of this 2 minus infinite, so it will be divided by 2. Now you have sampling 4t the whole square into dt. But you know, we know this is your energy signal. This will give you E. E is your energy signal and the value is pi. But here something is missing. What is that something? We have a scaling factor. What is the scaling factor? That is 4. Okay. And I told you, if you will have a scaling in a, if you have a scaling in the energy, so energy will what will happen with the energy? If you have a scaling factor in energy, what will happen with the energy? It will divide. Means this is the energy signal of the sampling of t. This is the energy signal of a sampling of a 4t. So 16 by 2 you will get pi, but this, because of this scaling factor, it will divide it by 4. So what is the result? You will get 2 pi. So these equations look like a very complicated, means I told you, see, x of t, the energy of x of t is E. If energy of x of 2t, if anyone will ask you what will be the energy of x of 2t, it will be E by 2. X of 3t, it will be E by 3. So, and this 16 is your outside part, it's a magnitude part, so we don't have to do anything with this, so this keep it like that only. Okay, and we know this value, this particular value we know, this particular value we know this particular value. Understand this things very carefully. We know minus infinite to infinite sampling square t into dt is equals to pi. This is your energy formula and we are getting this. And I told you, suppose this is your x of t equations, and I told you if it is x of 4t, how the equation will look like? Minus infinite to infinite sampling square 4t into dt. Here the energy is coming as a pi, but due to the scaling factor, your energy will be divided by 4. So what will the result? Pi by 4. Now what is the question? Question is very simple. You need to find the integration minus infinite to 0 sine square 4t divided by t square into dt. So how you will make it as a sampling signal? So you know that sampling is nothing but sampling of t is nothing but sine t divided by t. But in the function you are getting 4t. So you are writing this as a minus infinite to 0 sine 4t divided by t into sine 4t divided by t into dt. What is missing part is here downside. Suppose you are taking it as a m. Okay, you are taking 4t as a m. So 4 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4. So this will go upside. Minus infinite to 0. Minus infinite to 0. This is your 16 sine m upon m sine m upon m. Okay, so for means I'm telling okay, and minus infinite to 0, this is becoming sampling m. This is becoming sampling m. So sampling square m is coming. Okay, now write the value of a m. Minus infinite to 0, 16 sampling square 4t into dt. Okay, so this 16 is going outside. Minus infinite to 0 sampling square 4t into dt. Now for energy signal you need minus infinite to infinite. So what you will do, and this is an even signal. Okay, this is an even signal. So from basic class 12 we know that even signal can be integrated from minus infinite to 0 or 0 to infinite. Okay, so if you want to make it as a infinite, if you want to make this as a infinite, you need to divide by 2. So now it's becoming minus infinite to infinite 16 divided by 2 sampling square 4t into dt. And from this property we can write like this, energy by 4. So this will become 16 by 2 energy of a sampling signal by 4 because of the scaling factor. Energy of the sampling is pi. So we are getting 2. And if you are getting confused in this, if you are getting confused in this, you can do it from here. Like I will tell you one more process if you are getting confused in this scaling factor. So there are lots of process. See, what you had assumed 4t as a m. So what will become means your dt will be 4 dt is equals to dm. So the value of a dt is equals to dm by 4. So minus infinite to 0, 16 by 4, sampling square m into dm, not dt, dm. Okay, now make it as 16 by 4, 2, I'm making as a infinite, minus infinite to infinite, sampling square m into dm. So it's look like your this function only, minus infinite to m, sampling square t into dt. It's look like this only, and the value of this is pi. So this cut 2, this will be 8. Yeah, wait, yeah, 16 by 4, and infinite you are getting, so 2 you need to divide, so this will be 2, so you are getting 2 pi. Understood, Priyanka? Priyanka, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is the very means and you know, if you understood these things, if you are not understanding now, you need to revise the things, previous things, because I already told you guys, if you will go in the basics things now, energy, see, in this energy signal I told you the concept of this scaling and scaling concept I told you now. See, x of 80, x of t is your energy signal, x of 80 is E by mod A. We already discussed these things. So this is your sampling signal. Okay, so this is your sampling signal. And there is another one signal that is known as a sinc signal. Sinc is like a sampling signal only. Sinc function. We write sinc t. Okay, what is sinc t? Sinc t is nothing but sine pi t divided by pi t. This is your, and this can be written as sampling of pi t. So sinc t means extra term we need to assume, that is pi, and sine pi t divided by pi t is your sampling pi t. So sinc t is nothing but sampling of pi t. Okay, this is your, and if you will write about this signal, this is an even signal, sinc 0 value, like that you will get, using the L hospital rules, you will get 1 only. Sinc, this is sinc of infinite is 0 only. Okay, and if you want to find the value, if sinc t, sinc t is equals to 0, then sine pi t divided by pi t is 0, then what is means, at what value you will get this as a 0, sine pi t is equals to sine n pi. This sign will get cancel out. So at what value you will get 0, and this nt will be equal to n pi. This is pi t. Pi t is equals to n pi. So pi will get cancel out. So at n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, you will get it as a 0. Okay, and when n is not equal to 0, you will not get 0. At n is equals to 0, you will get 1. At n is equals to 0, you will get 1. And when n is 1, 2, 3, 4, you will get 0 value. So the same curve will be there, but here pi is automatically taken. In this, we have to assume pi. Okay, like 0 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. So it's automatically pi is assumed. So we don't have to write pi and all. We just have to write t. This will be, the curve will look like this. The curve will look like this. This. Same curve you will get. And this value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is sinc t. This is t. So energy, and the energy signal, you will get the energy of this signal as 1. Okay, energy of this signal as 1. Like how so? See, sinc t is nothing but sampling of pi t, and we know that sampling of energy of this signal, energy of a sampling of t is pi, right? So what is the energy of this sampling of pi t? Means it is getting divided by pi, so 1 will come. So the energy of a sinc function, you will get 1. Scaling, that scaling concept we had used. Energy of x of t is E, then energy of x of at will be E by mod a. So the energy of a sampling of t is pi. So energy of sampling of pi t. So pi, scaling factor is pi, that's why we are doing mod of pi. So this will get cancel out, you will get 1. So you need to remember this point only. So this was the basic concepts of the signal, and from tomorrow we will do the exercise of mathematical representations, how we can mathematically represent our signals in a diagram, how we are making a signal diagram. So this class was very important, very important for basics points of view. Now we had completed approximately 90 pages, and there is a 436 pages are there. So I think I will from now onwards, I will, if you have a busy schedule also, I will make a video continuously, because if you not make the videos, then the syllabus is not going to complete. Okay, so but please attend the live classes, it's very necessary. Otherwise you will not understand. Videos is for your
Yes.
revision purpose. Okay, so video is just like for revision purpose. Okay, if you are attending the live classes, you can ask the doubt anything, and you can watch the videos for your revising the things whatever you are lacking, right? In which part you are lagging and all. So I hope you understood or not, Priyanka, this class?
Yes.
Okay, please revise the things, and we'll discuss tomorrow a mathematical representation. So thank you very much. I'll meet tomorrow.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So good night.
Good night. Good night.